Guys.
Or playing it by ear.
Europe, I think this is something I looked at the other day a little bit, but it looks like it's getting a lot worse. Is that basically, I think inside of Europe there is a growing resentment I think people have that they are being ruled over by unelected bureaucrats in the EU. I think this is just a general sentiment that Europeans have as a whole. And by Europeans, I mean people in the EU.
It's way worse than anything in the US because they have the same issues like Muslim immigration, but it's worse, and this is even worse as well.
The Belgian police began to deploy their water cannons. To which the farmers
Yeah, that was so fun.
responded with blasts of manure, somewhat similar to Dragon Ball Z, just crappy.
Yeah, like Harry Potter or something.
And
Although this seems the situation is quite serious, considering the farmers are the only thing that stands between the citizens and starvation.
So what exactly is making these agricultural workers from all across Europe revolt against the European Union? As yesterday, farmers traveled across the country to Belgium, arriving late into the evening outside the European Union building, eventually setting fire to the trees outside.
Jesus.
Good, this is how it should be. It looks like their revolt is justified, but in the US there's nothing to justify a revolt.
I don't think they should let them put up more than set the trees on fire.
Began preparing for the protesters. Now, several farmers explained what they were angry over. Protesting competition with foreign farmers that don't have the same regulations as they do.
Yeah, you can't compete against like a country that is out that's exporting things whenever the country that's exporting them isn't following the same rules that you are. It's kind of like, how could you compete in like an FPS game if the person who you're going up against has a aimbot, right? They're gonna beat you every single time. So the problem is that it's not really a free.
It's the same thing, but it's similar. It's not the thing. Because like, there's a bit of a difference. It's not that big of an advance.
I'm all for the free market, but it's hard
That was too long.
farmers have carbon emission standards and taxes, increasing minimum wages, and general quality expectations. And now the EU says local food is getting too expensive, so let's import cheaper goods from
That might be
places
good
that
enough.
follow those regulations.
Also might be too high.
So maybe that's why angry farmers are dropping off potatoes to be tossed at the European Parliament.
Yep, they're fucking pissed. I bet. I'd be pissed too.
The farmers use tennis rackets to pass them back.
The smoke grenades.
Now this went on for quite some time, and almost a stalemate until their tractors were used to tear down their barricades.
Jesus. The fucking siren songs. Oh my god. Yeah.
Here begins the dictatorship in French, as
What are those sounds? So,
Fucking farmers. You know, they've got no problem moving shit around. Yeah. Damn.
then coming in with a automatic fireworks cannon.
I've never knew there's sirens like these in the world.
Starting a large tire fire in the and dropping off hay
Close
bales to
enough.
make it worse.
Jesus.
As eventually, the riot police began to push back the farmers. The tractors did stay.
It's crazy how much chaos is over there. Oh my god.
Somewhat of a counterattack.
Oh, I could have done better for sure there.
I saw this part. This
Close
was
enough.
Even tossing rocks or abnormally
Well,
large potatoes
yes.
at the cops.
Those rocks? Okay, I think those are rocks. Those have to be rocks.
Eventually, the water cannons prevailed.
Didn't get it. Could have done better.
Forcing out the farmers from the
A
north.
bit low, I'll allow it. You shoot it.
Whacking the stragglers with their crime-fighting sticks.
God damn.
Where the farmers finally fled the scene, and into the evening, local citizens began
There's more potatoes.
collecting the left
So
behind
the ammo
potatoes,
drops.
which is just a subtle reminder that these aren't the far-left Antifa protesters.
Yeah.
These are the farmers that feed us. So what exactly has them so angry, and whose side should you be on? As the mainstream media basically has zero credibility. But let's just look at the AP's article on the South American trade deal, reporting that farmers believe the agreement will undercut their livelihoods.
Yeah,
But
for
there are
this.
all political
Too low.
concerns that it's driving support
A bit
for
high,
more rights.
but okay.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
There are political concerns that is driving support for the far right.
Have
Have you ever thought about why that is, maybe?
Right. As the deal will make trade between the EU and several South American countries free
I think these people still think that, well, if we use this word, then they'll have to stop doing it because they're afraid of the word.
I
I think that we're in a place now where I don't think people are really as afraid of words as they were before.
It's crazy.
These are almost all goods. Now I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm an
You know what? This is also a big issue. I'm not gonna pretend like the Jews are the only ones that are. I think black people and Hindus are as well, but even right wingers are like oppressed. I think, to be honest. Like, what is this? Like, far right? What are you talking about? Even if they're right, they're not far right, most likely. That's a very small portion of society.
So, I mean, when they posted this graphics page looked pretty bad.
Too left.
Oh my god.
$200 billion tariff revenue it is generated. And the cash is a nice bonus, but it's not the intended effect of the tariffs. It's the bolstering of both jobs and national security by bringing manufacturing back to America, which the corporate media already has their
Okay, that's too left.
despite the huge investments into American manufacturing.
It's undeniable that it's
Shit, that was terrible.
National security.
That was good.
that all of our manufacturing is done overseas. Because that means if we have a conflict with another country, they could theoretically shut down our manufacturing and it would cause us a bunch of problems. Really, I mean, like, so this is, regardless of whether it makes jobs or not, this is still something.
The thing is, I think Asmongold had some terrible takes. I've recently figured that out. He's like, I don't know, he really aligns with the bad side of right-wingers. Well, first of all, he agrees with them, so okay, sure. But then all of them are also conspiracy theorist weirdos. It would be fine if he wouldn't align with them, but he would align with what they're talking about. Because most of the people that are far right are very conspiracy, like not far right, like the anti-Israel right. They're against Israel. Like he could, okay, you can be against Israel, but he was aligning with the. He's aligning with all of the conspiracy theorists and weirdos, like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens.
It's almost like there's this
And the other guy.
against the local farmers.
Not just.
Whatever genetic
No way.
That's good enough.
The third world will serve you. But the worst part about all
Oh,
of this
the problem really is like I don't have a problem taking food from third world countries in some regards, but the issue is that if it's being done in a way to undercut American wages or French wages, so the farmers in France aren't able to take care of themselves because they're
Two dudes.
Two dudes. Like if you're competing against people, you don't have to go through the regulations that you do. If you're competing
Might be
against people, you
better.
don't have to go through all the other things you have to do. Then also, like, by the way, how are they going not go through these regulations but still importing their food? If these regulations were important, wouldn't you not want to import their food if they aren't going through these regulations? So why do regulations even exist if there's a way you can just trade with them and bring the food in anyway? You see what I'm saying? Like, none of this makes sense at all.
No bananas.
Yeah, I don't think people have a problem.
Like,
Like,
Too high.
you know,
you live in Norway.
Oh, yeah.
you grow a lot of pineapples. Okay, that's fine. You can import those. But like, if you're doing it to displace workers that are there, I think that's obviously a problem. How would anybody think it's not? Do you think we should shoot farmers instead of throwing big rocks and even try to ram police with big tractors? I'm gonna trying to create a inconsistency in what I'm saying. Yeah, you're trying to make a false comparison. And I will answer your question, because again, you will have your gotcha question answered, but it will cost you your account. The reason why I'm okay with Europeans doing it is because they're not able to protest and vote to change these things. So basically, I think violent protest and rioting is acceptable when democracy is not available. The problem is that these people aren't necessarily able to vote on these things. So they're not being represented by the public.
But you know, the US might also do this. It's not a democracy thing. There are things that aren't including within
So
democracy.
that's the difference, is that in a country where you have...
And I guess this could be one of them. It's not that bad.
It's reasonable to expect people to go through
I don't know.
But if you don't have a democratic alternative, then yeah, you absolutely...
The US could also do this. It's not 100% democratic. There's things that aren't democratic about it.
In the European Union right now. Apparently they're
Down, that's pretty
money
not
today,
long.
blood tomorrow, as they need more money for Ukraine.
Around about 137.
Wait, platinum? Oh yeah. Diamond. Yeah, it's 2v2s. I know I'm diamond. Even if I go down, I'm gonna go down to diamond 1 probably.
UK's Prime Minister to take care, explaining who their real enemy is.
I like that the right all agrees that Keir Starmer is bad.
Is you have these people that are making decisions for the French that don't care about France.
Okay, we're worse here, but
Is that the people that are in the EU
the thing is we can win
care
as well.
about the best interests of these individual countries. They care about the collective economic goals of the EU that don't necessarily reflect the best interests of the people in the individual countries. This is an unelected fucking government, basically. That's a problem. That's a huge problem.
And of course people are going to be mad about that.
Conflict and for chaos is already there and will only grow. And Russia is really menacing our skies, our waters, our streets, our national security.
Preparing their citizens to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
It's absolutely clear that Russia's hard power is something to fear. Sons and daughters, colleagues, veterans will all have a
Oh,
part
I almost scored that.
to serve.
What is my teammate doing? No. Okay, he got it.
And more families will know what sacrifice.
Yeah, okay, good. That was actually harder to
I
say,
think that you
weirdly.
have people that are willing to enlist
Enlist
into the army and go to war in order to fund the lifestyles of migrants and to have their jobs.
So that's not it.
to South America and be
Shit. Bro, I'm so mad at that. You could have, you know, I could have done the same thing, but I'm still mad at it. No, I couldn't have done the same thing as
So I do feel like
I don't know what he did there.
because you have to, right? It's obvious.
No, maybe I could, I don't know. But it did look terrible.
Yeah, I think so. And
yeah, what are they fighting for? Exactly, yeah, what are these people fighting for? So they can continue to be ruled by bureaucrats in the EU
and have their country overrun by migrants?
Like, why would somebody want to go out and fight a war for that?
They've proven they just see their citizens as tax cattle to fund all their ineffective progressive nonsense. But now, they're saying they see your sons as sacrificial lambs to a war that a majority of them forgot about.
Exactly.
Which brings up the bigger concern of all those foreign newcomers that already fled this war once before.
That was close.
And invaded and have been receiving social benefits in the EU ever since. So if these European leaders think they can just
Bro, that was a terrible move. I didn't even have,
defend the men that refuse to
and it's still a goal even. That's great.
worse than manure.
Absolutely. I think if they start trying to arrest people and force them into like military service in order to defend the country, I think it's going to be total chaos. Like absolute massive fucking chaos.
Damn, that's crazy.
So if you appreciate my
Wow.
light on commentary on the tragic status that is today's
Yep.
reality,
I'm just so mad at them. What happened?
and you'll subscribe to Decoy.
I don't know exactly. Probably was my fault.
Officials are not elected, only Ursa is appointed by an elected parliament. I mean, do you think that the EU officials and the people inside of the EU care about the best interests of France? Or do they care about expanding the economic goals of the EU collectively, regardless of what's in the best interest of French? What do you really think it is?
What is this?
Because
Okay, that's not good.
I think it's
That's
very
not
hard.
good
You
for
can come up
sure.
with these like elaborate reasons of like why it's okay for them to do this.
Okay, it looked like he was doing something terrible. How did he go? What? How did it? Okay, that's a very confusing.
Number of the economic graph go up and consolidating more money and power for themselves. So
Okay, so I guess these people are worse than I thought. That was a very easy goal.
So, yeah, I mean, I totally support that 100%.
So you want to start a
How did I? What? I did like a psycho there.
But you don't. You just need GoDaddy Arrow. I'm Walter Goggins, and as an actor, I'm an expert at looking like I know what I'm doing. GoDaddy Arrow uses AI to create everything you need to grow a business. It'll make you a unique logo, it'll create a custom website.
Maybe I'm also
social posts for you, and even set you up with a
not
simple
good
calendar.
as
Get
well.
started at GoDaddy.com.
I have to accept it. I'm probably not.
/AIRO.
Some more peaceful Muslims in the UK up to some shit, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Traveling Platinum Show. We're taking a look at the Palestine news today. We're going to lose some brain cells with your host, Tal. I'm the Traveling Platinum. If you want to experience like me, get the shirt.
I thought my teammate would be there, but at least it worked anyways. Because I did have a wait there.
To look at another clip of a very peaceful Muslim in the UK being peaceful. This guy looks like he's from Pakistan. Am I right? Yes. He's from Pakistan. Let's take a look.
Well, he was born in Pakistan, originally from Pakistan. You must have been kidnapped by me.
You've been kidnapped by you?
Of course. Because there is no option to get you, right?
Okay, now we have 2 players to save me.
Seriously. So you are in Canada, so I cannot say you anything.
Okay.
I cannot touch you anything. So it is Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely you couldn't touch me. There's laws for this shit.
Seriously?
You know what?
I did that and he still... Actually, that was a bad save, but he didn't even save it. That was so annoying.
Bye, Shabba Boom Boom.
Chava boom boom? Why?
Pakistan, originally from Pakistan. You must have been kidnapped by me.
You've been
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. If you were in Pakistan, they would be kidnapped by you. Isn't that just the most peaceful thing you've ever heard in your life? Isn't that very peaceful and very... Yeah, you should import more of that in Canada. That'd be good. Be good for Canadian women. What do you think? That'd be very good for Canadian women. It takes a special kind of lunatic to think that importing welfare recipients who want to kill us is a good idea. Yeah. No, I was talking yesterday to an Afghani person on Omi TV. Fascinating conversation. He was under the impression that Afghanistan is a free country. And then I went to ask him, can women walk around without a hijab or a niqab? Sorry, one sec. Can women walk around without a hijab or a niqab in Pakistan? He says no. I say, okay, amazing. And what do you do with gay people? He goes, there are gay people. I say, why? He says, we kill them. I say, amazing. And what if somebody doesn't want to be Muslim? You have to leave the country. I'm like, okay, so it's in Afghanistan it's a free country. He goes, yes, it's a free country. Alright, buddy. Fantastic.
That's so annoying.
Alright, we need to dismantle the United States. Kala Walsh. Kayla Walsh?
I'm so mad for some reason, but there is a good reason. I have to do a 30-minute practice.
Kyle Walsh says in line, attributed to
Well, I hope this actually helps me.
arguing that Israel was defeated on October 7th, and the real fight is now the United States and the United Kingdom. Okay, let's take a look.
There's a post that attributed to Sinwar where he said something like, on October 7th, Israel was defeated and now we're just fighting the US and Japan. And I think that's really true to extent. And if you look at what Zionist think tanks and the US government are saying, one of the things that was
It's so dumb.
people apply their analysis of Palestine to the US. And when their understanding of Palestine leads them to understanding that we need to dismantle the United States as it currently exists. this. They're absolutely terrified of that, and we should look to what they're scared of as exactly like the trajectory we should be following for resistance to the U.S. And
So essentially, she's got a cute
Maybe
black
it's like
refrigerator. Essentially, more October 7th is what she's asking for, or what she's saying is what's necessary. More October 7th. And I don't know what the benefit of not classifying a person like that as a domestic terrorist is, and I'm not sure if, freedom of speech is great, but, I think it's probably a very good idea to just classify that as domestic terrorist. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan. But more of the literature. Not like what you did,
Right.
He's such a powerful leader.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good enough.
Can we
Uh-huh.
go to the section?
You want to check out the book?
Please, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan.
The comment section is gonna be full of support for Hitler. Yep. There you go. She didn't deserve it, but he deserves a ring.
And it's all, by the way, it's all like
Muslims. There
there you go. With the first top comment,
she
he doesn't deserve 37,000 likes.
A Muslim, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Good enough.
Am
I surprised?
No. I'm
I'm
sure
sure
this
this
is
is
a Muslim from Pakistan, a
a
black guy, a black Christian. If you need any indication that we've jumped into the Rick and Morty universe, here it is.
Maybe it's good enough. Probably too high.
Yeah. Such a green flag. Look
Good
at
enough.
that, a Lebanese Turkish Muslim. What are the odds? What are the odds, my friends? He deserves better. Probably another Muslim. Yeah. Safe to say that's another Muslim.
Muslimiyya.
So I hope my man was like this.
Uh-huh.
Let me take a guess. A Muslim?
No.
Bali-based, Indonesia. Maybe there's a chance she's a Muslim. Could be a Hindu from Indonesia. Either way, fucked up ideology. But Hitler's now made it to the mainstream. That's the thing. People don't understand. Hitler really is the mainstream now. It's no longer a weird thing like Hitler. I think this is part of the problem that the Jewish PR world doesn't understand. That Hitler has now become like a hot commodity, and we need to understand how to fight that kind of war. If you guys like anti-Semitism, everything, we're fucked. We're done.
It's off my car door. Are you mad? Get off my door. So I thought I'd do a quick video to raise awareness. That incident happened to me last night at 10:30 p.m. in London on Dock Street. I pulled up to the traffic light, and basically the guy, after smiling and waving at me and me just ignoring him and focusing on the traffic light, he decided to come over to my car, bang on the window, do all sorts of signals and gun signals, and he was trying to get into my car. I couldn't drive because I was pulling onto a busy main road, so I would have ended up in a car accident. So I decided to take out my phone and record him, and he quickly put up his hood. This lasted for a whole 2 minutes. The video only shows the snippet. It was a really, really horrible experience. As the light was about to go green, I dropped my phone. He ran down my car to try and not let me pass, and then I think I managed to sort of reverse it and sort of swerve around him. I did contact the police, but they said they weren't able to come out, and they'd scheduled an appointment for me.
Actually, maybe it's good enough. I'll say. I'll just allow that though.
Make sure you have when you're driving around London.
Well, if that's the most fucking baked beans thing I've ever heard in my life, isn't it?
Maybe it's
good
good enough.
somebody tried to break into my car and they said you have to schedule an appointment for next week. Just wait. Don't get rolled. Just wait 1 week. Schedule for next week. All right, isn't it? Minneapolis mayor Taker Frey slammed down a Somali meal in defiance of Trump because he looked like he's enjoying it. I'm not gonna. Look, these kinds of memes are for like random conservative white people in America. I'm fucking Middle Eastern, bro. I would down some Somali food. I just had cheese food recently. It was fucking fire. It was fire. I'm not gonna shit talk Somalian food because it's probably fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
That might be too high. It's weird. It wasn't in English, so for some reason it was hard for me to.
I was fucking eating Ethiopian food all weekend. I fucking love it. Slap some Jitto, fucking lentils. My Doro is right there. My hands still kind of smell like Ethiopian food. I think there's ways that we can tackle the Somalian. And here's the problem. Okay? Here's the issue for me when it comes to memes like that last week. First of all, I think we should make fun of Jacob Frey for the fact that he allowed corruption under his administration to fester in the Somali community. Now that whole thing is being unraveled. That's great. We don't need to make fun of their food or the way or their culture, right? For eating with their hands. I never really understood that. It was a recent thing. But who was it that allowed shit for eating with their hands and all this conservative world? The whole. This is why people are like expecting me to be right or left. Fuck the right, fuck the left. I'm neither. I don't align either because I like to eat with my hands. Yeah, I love eating with my hands. I love eating with my hands, and I love eating what you would consider strange food. I'm an ethnic man, you know, but I still believe that jihad
probably not good enough.
and that we should not be overrun by Somali scammers. Two things can be true at once. We should have that level of nuance. That's what becoming the traveler's passport, by the way. That's why you're here.
To be honest, it's weird that he eats with his hands.
There's nobody on the internet. There's nobody on YouTube that's talking to me. There's nobody like me who traveled as much as I did around the world, who experienced and loves the world and the mosaic of people we have in the world, like I do, that's also willing to be hardline and say, yeah, Arab supremacy and Islam is a fucking problem. In the Somali community that's festering in here.
I guess when he puts that in there, there is definitely no.
I still don't eat their food, by the way. Probably will when I go there. I would still sit down and go to a restaurant and eat their food. And I can still say that they have a problem. Their community has a problem. I'll see you guys next. I love you. Black class.
There's no doubt of the holiday season, right? I just love hot cocoa, the sleigh bells ringing,
Slave bells ringing.
flying around the world, $7,000 to each person who says something more moderate about the Jews or Israel. Oh, what? You didn't get your 7,000? I'm sorry, Timmy. I mean, that is today. Just head over to travelflat.com and claim your 7,000 with a match. Oh yeah, baby. What a better way to let everyone know the holiday season is here and that you're included with the Israeli government than by getting this amazing shirt. It quite makes sense. Israel taking $7,000. Rub it in your face while we're out in the cold like a loser. You're warm for $7,000 with a matching hat. Come on, folks, it's holiday season. Old Netanyahu is going to lead you a
Too low. Actually, that might have been good. Too high. Also might have been good enough. That's good enough.
Actually support me by donating, buy me a copy, PayPal, or become a member on Patreon. Your support is very much needed, very much appreciated. Thank you.
You know, a parliamentary democracy is better than it's weird. It's better than a normal democracy like we have in the US. Or like, I don't know what it's called, not a normal democracy. It's better than this type of democracy where two parties are leading. When both parties are bad. But here I don't feel like that's true. If you disagree with Trump or Biden, you need to know what other countries have. They have it way worse. There's a high likelihood that the president doesn't even affect you, and in these countries, there's a high likelihood it does affect you.
These people are what I
in
call
like most countries.
future human batters.
Like even in Israel, like you can't. There's no lunch on Saturday because I guess that's also government. But the thing is, no government would help that to stop. But actually, there's not much that directly affects me in Israel either. Only indirectly.
It's just before noon on December 5th outside the King County Courthouse in Seattle. That 75-year-old in Seattle was surprised. Been standing on the corner. Police say this is folly.
A bit high, but good enough.
Went out of nowhere, he attacks him. Jeanette does this. Bystanders take a picture of the suspect, then rush in. He just walks away.
He just
walks away. Look at this. The full scope of what happened was clear. Police arrested Dale, walked away, and found a weapon. This wooden cord with a screw through the end of it. Police say that screw went through Jeanette's eye.
He's a guy where he punches. Yesterday, he's really good way with it.
Too low. Close enough.
We have to put these police officers in jail.
Why?
We do. They have to go to jail.
I don't understand. I don't remember what
It's
this.
not enough to put the people that are criminals in jail. We have to put the people that enabled them in jail.
What? Oh, if they were there during.
All the way down the line. This is a, how do you remove an infection? Do you remove every single individual cell, or do you just sever the entire one? You sever the whole thing. It's gotta be the whole thing. It's not the cops, it's their commanders, the balls that allow this. I know it's not fair. I do it anyway. Because it's a show of force. Because you have to show people that even complying with this, even being complicit in something that's like this, will earn you jail.
Maybe it's good enough.
I would do it because of something.
That might be one of his disagreeable takes.
The problem is that people won't be afraid.
The thing is, this is more agreeable than. Actually, it might even be less agreeable because sadly, a lot of people agree with his take on Israel.
So fire a great choice? No, it's not. There's no war. Yeah, there's no war.
To the right.
As paramedics race
Good
to the
enough.
hospital, it becomes obvious police don't follow KOL.
Yeah, suspect ID. He's doing search right now. Yeah. You know it?
He's notorious for random assaults on third grade.
He's notorious for random assaults on third. Yeah, these people need to go to prison. They do. They've got to go to prison. I mean, there's no other way to handle it. You don't understand police work? The problem is that I don't care. See, you think that like you're gonna explain it to me why it's not actually their fault. Here's the difference: is that if you put the individual police officers that were not arresting these people and enabling it to happen, if you put them in jail and you did this on a mass scale, every other police officer in the country would be terrified of having that happen to them, and they will openly defy their superiors. And if they don't defy the superiors, they'll quit the job. And if they quit the job, then the entire thing turns to chaos, and it shows that these people are problems anyway. So again, that's what you have to do.
Might be good enough. I highly doubt it, though.
That's fine.
But I understand how I'm losing a lot of my games now. I'm reaching my peaking point, like closer and closer to my peaking.
You go all the way, you go up and down. The problem is legislation and judges not letting them make arrests of homeless. And it will never change unless you hold those individual people accountable. Who is doing the evil? They are doing the evil.
I don't care
who told you to do it. You're doing it. The police will quit. Why would they go to jail? Exactly. And if the police then quit, then you'll immediately turn the entire thing to chaos, and nothing will work properly, and they'll have to fix it.
Exactly.
That's the point. Court records show Payette had multiple prior convictions for assault, including stabbing someone 8 times at a party.
And he's not very well, so we need to know like what parts are good, what parts are like you know what there.
Andreas Rickes is Jeanette Markham's son.
How's your mother doing?
Right now,
Jesus,
he's out of the category.
75 years old. Been told she won't recover sight in her eye and may need
Too high.
reconstructive surgery.
Actually, I should have allowed that, but that was a bit too high. For sure.
That's not someone you can.
Okay, but I was gonna fail these shots, so I wasn't gonna make it anything, anywhere, anyway.
Even this guy, like, his mind is still inside of the prison that people like this put it in.
Close enough.
The entire concept is about helping or rehabilitating. It's not about any of that. It's about taking this person and getting them out of the country. Or not out of the country, out of society, right? Like, it doesn't matter whether they can be helped or not. It doesn't matter whether they had a bad life or not. If you're going around hitting people with a big stick, then it's a problem. This is exactly the shit that radicalizes some people to violence. Exactly, yeah, you have to go all the way up and down the line and put all these people in jail for letting them.
Yeah, what?
You do. And until that happens, this stuff will continue to happen. What's one good reason why we don't permanently remove people like this in society? There is no good reason. The people like this should be made into basically like pretty much fucking slaves. And you just make them work.
Bro, he has some really right-wing ideals. I'm surprised he didn't get a right-wing result in the political spectrum. I did. So I'm a real right-winger, but the thing is, I'm not even that extreme either.
Like, this is crazy.
I'm just a bit in the right wing. Which still means I'm more right-wing than him.
Same intersection. There are multiple homeless and drug treatment centers on the block, and city and county leaders have pledged for years. The problem is that these people think that they will, like, rehabilitate this problem alone. You can't rehabilitate this problem alone. It doesn't work. To clean up the area and make people feel safe. Jeanette's family says whatever's being done isn't enough to keep people like her safe.
I want someone to at least say to someone, hey, we're working. Yep. Trying to fix it. Like, I know, yeah, it's unusual. Like, usual what?
Like a usual, yeah, a usual person at what? Attack, it's crazy, isn't it?
Like, what?
Oh my god. Following being held in the King County Jail with
Close enough.
He is scheduled to appear back in court for a competency hearing later this month. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, Como News. You guys see this competency? Like, as if this person, if they're not
close enough,
that's for some reason, if they're not accountable for their behavior.
Oh, that's definitely good enough.
Unprovoked attack on this innocent woman. And she lost her eye because of this. And a lot of people will watch the story and having heard that soundbite where they say this is an individual notorious for attacks.
Well, the reason why they're on the streets is because the people over there vote for them to be on the streets.
A bit slow, but good enough.
The reality is that a lot of the people that are in these different cities think that this is okay because it makes them feel good to not go after it.
Right.
And that's another reason why, again, you have to, because as soon as the police quit, then these people are going to be living and they're going to be terrorized, right?
I'm gonna be so excited when he covers Austin news. Things that are going on in Austin. I will be so happy because, like, he's actually from Austin.
Happened in those prior cases.
Gated wounds? Yeah, that's such a good question. And it's
good enough there.
The police have been in and out of jail multiple times this year. In fact, 8 jail bookings, and only in one of those cases were I able to find that criminal charges were actually not. So that's a question that we're going to be following up with prosecutors both in the county and the city court. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy to see something like this. It really is. I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people. I really don't. But eventually, I think that people will start waking up and realizing it. And then judges will start watching judges.
Okay, this is good.
I mean, of course we're gonna watch the judges. I think that people. This is my opinion.
I think, of course, what? I didn't know they do that. Maybe I would want that, I don't know, but the thing is, he wants that. I don't think he's saying that the judges are gonna get locked up, because I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. That's close to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't believe
lock them up with the offenders. I know, absolutely. To be honest, I got a violent rap attacking about 2 or 3 illegals rounded up in the workhouses, and it should be letting them be homeless. It's another government lazy program. It's not government being lazy, it's the government being run by a bunch of feel-good liberals and leftists who think that every single instance of violence can be solved by holding hands and singing songs. That's the real problem. That's the issue more than anything else.
Oh my gosh, that's so big.
And this is easily one of the most futuristic systems in the world. Just look at the shopping center set by the craziest technology.
Yes, ended that with a really good note.
This is my buddy Pete. He's gonna go to the local loadout. Hey, alright, let's go. Is that the entire vacuum cleaner? What? Never in my life have I seen a vacuum cleaner like this. Typical dice vacuum, which is already pretty slick. And then the pencil back.
At first they launched it in Japan and Korea. They use more carpets. They need stronger vacuums.
Enough said, Slowfire is a little robot.
Korea has the biggest pet industry, I believe, due to their low birth rate.
So people instead of kids that have pets, so then they have a lot of money to spend on those pets.
Exactly.
So the cat is kind of like getting like that. And then I've seen something interesting.
This is a teeth. This is so annoying. Why is this guy a teeth? He's like the office.
I've seen massager in a phone bike like this.
You sit on it. I'm sorry, you sit, then you put your feet on.
So it's designed just for feet.
Anything that is for your scalp.
Ooh, I love a scalp massage.
Oh, wow.
What the hell? I'm quite scared of it. It's just not the way I thought it would move.
Love massage, and growing up, one of the things that we do for our parents was massage. It became such a luxury thing that you give your parents.
I feel it to be an expensive video. I keep seeing this Medicube brand all over the place. It's pretty suck-looking device. What am I looking at?
It's a machine that massages your face.
Is it actually hurt? It's
Close enough.
Oh my goodness.
A bit right, or a lot right, but still close enough in my...
A day, you elect to right. But it gets rid of your ritual. Well, I know, that's not one of these. This is so cool gamification of shopping. If I can shop it at exactly 65, I win the product free. Oh!
Let's go!
No way! There's actually one of the very few countries where we just feel like we can leave our stuff there completely unattended and carry on shopping. One absolutely insane thing.
US also, I would say. Actually depends where as well. Actually, the better cities are also the worst cities in a sense. And I think the suburbs are like the best. Because the better cities... Better cities like New York and like, I mean, yeah, those areas like LA, things like that, there's a lot of crime. Because there's also a lot of homeless people. But suburban cities, like, especially rich areas, suburban rich areas barely have any homeless people.
I've never seen a street like this in my life. The lights, the size of the building. Whoa. Ah.
What is happening? Wait, 30 minutes almost ended?
Size of the building. Whoa. Ah. And then the main reason we're here is South Korea is the home of Samsung. So this is basically the Samsung flagship.
Oh, it's South Korea?
They absolutely love their customization. So these must be different.
Oh, from the inside it looks as complicated as Japan, to be honest. As like advanced, but I guess it's probably not. It might be close, it might be more technologically advanced than the US, which is crazy, but still could.
But they're selling almond breeze
Earphone cases in the official flagship Samsung store of the world doesn't put 100% on AliExpress $2 product. The shutter sounds are on every single phone you tested.
The thing is, I think Israel is also technologically advanced.
We're here. It's Electromart.
Pretty much. It's very, but like the day-to-day things you see in the real world, I guess it's way less. I think even the US is more advanced in that.
Colors pulling me in every single direction. I don't even look at the top. Wait. There's a thing up there where you can't see the letters at all from the top, but then you can see the letters from your seating position. So weird. Okay, so this is the company's flagship keyboard. It's about $100, which is not bad at all. I'm so curious how this stacks up. I don't think I've ever seen a density of interesting tech products. Oh yeah, you know we're in Korea now. Look at this. How is like WhatsApp? Like they have characters. Your messaging app has its own character. This store has its own character. Characters are cute here. People love cute stuff. Wireless earphones. Where the face moves.
That's annoying. Characters are cute. Yeah, that sounds very annoying.
There's a full arcade. Are you serious?
Too high, too right.
Can you get like a close-up shot of my store versus hers? Yeah, that's a pretty cool way to get people into your shop. It's an LG section. I've never seen that. So this controls lighting, temperature, humidity, so that you can grow plants. Which makes sense because no one has gardens. Everyone lives in apartments. What the hell is this? They're saying there's one of these in the world, and I just realized all these stickers are applied by hand, and the whole thing is built by hand.
Too high.
How it sounds. Is it a working suitcase too? Why is the thing like
This
Ooh. I'd actually argue this one's a little more tasty. I mean, it's still not great. All these products, they make it, and then punch it on the way out back. I don't think anyone has ever bought this speaker before, so we were the first one. They were trying to figure out how we can actually buy it and take it home. They're like, just take the speaker, and I'm like, but there should be other things that come with it.
Yeah, I'm 905, this is pretty low.
But also a Bluetooth speaker.
It's not the worst losing streak, I have to admit, sadly. I think of my worst losing streak is like 5 or 6.
I've never seen all these massive brands, Logitech, Philips.
Oh, 5 or 4, I mean. Yeah, 5 or 4. The thing is, this is a 2 losing streak.
Blast off, and this could be the coolest. This is.
Wait, I could have not. Oh, I did restart. Okay, good.
No way! That was so cool!
No way!
It lights up on the ground itself.
Did I?
Presumably so that if you're walking with your head down looking at your phone, you still know whether it's good to go. No turns red when you can't cross. See if it's the top Electromart. That's so large. Oh, it's not all your product.
It's a bit low. Not too low.
Oh, that is pretty ugly. It's like a belt buckle.
A bit low. I'll just say, okay, whatever, we'll redo that.
Incredibly quiet, smooth, and slick. I love how the new interface really cleanly embedded into like the head of the box. Oh, is that a Baumover equivalent? The Baumover is literally my favorite toaster of all time. I think it does the same thing, but it's 7 shots. Showdown. So this gives the convenience store to get a sandwich. Look at the exclusives of every single slice level. That's absolutely a mistake, but let's go extreme. So you stick the noodles into this pot, this machine then scans the barcode, and knows how much water to put in, and then how long to cook it for. So then you grab things that you want to put into noodles from the convenience store, and then just drop them in. Actually useful and like delicious. To get the feeling of Korean spice tolerance is not as extreme as the India I'm used to. I just found a Korean company who makes a band that you can wear around your head. It's meant to calm down your overstimulated brain so that you can sleep and find it right now. That could actually be my dream technology.
So
that is just under $3,000 set, but we got a Logitech for it, so let's test it in this absolutely gorgeous house, a traditional Korean house built with natural materials like wood, earth, and stone, to find out just how good
the swears in Hebrew are way worse than the American swear. Like, people here say motherfucker, that's basically... That's a bad one, but people don't take it as seriously, and it's not really. People don't really use the meaning that much. It's just they just use it as a bad word, but in Hebrew there's a word for it.
Great. And I can start to see why this.
Oh no, it's not. It's Arabic, but we use it in Hebrew. And there's another one. That's pretty bad. I don't know. The words here are pretty bad.
And then, I mean, pop this for, but this section here lets you put treatment toilet in, which they also provide.
Okay, let's go all the way down. Let's go. We need a win. I don't want to be diamond 1. Wait, no. Let me. I'm almost 100% sure.
Korea. This is incredible. This product is like a perfect
46%? That's terrible. I'm almost 50%. So let's win.
Oh, there's quite a few more bits of box than I anticipated. So this is how we saw the thing in the store. Where's just a better version of a normal massage gun? What can I say? 2 heads equals twice the fun. The website says... Well, I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. So this feels like as good a time as any to bring in our AI scan talk. It turns out this is a complete offline AI smart translator. So you just hold it at a sentence.
My teammate was doing nothing. You know, I was supposed to get
It's saying this massage is for.
My teammate was also doing nothing. Well, we have a champ winner. This is so annoying.
Google Translate, but it is impressively fast at translating, and I really like that it just straight away reads out the translation. Is it better than just Google Translate? To my wife, who is tired from raising children, it makes a bit more sense. Plus, it translates the entire page in one photo. Do you like the fact that it has this tap to translate button? So you push that in, say what you want to say, and when you let go, it pretty much instantly translates it. That is slightly quicker than
seriously?
This massager, I have absolutely no idea it was going to come with all of these different plates for different parts of your body. So this is the flat plates designed to massage your waist.
I'm so mad. Why didn't we get such good opponents? We have like a tournament winner, and that guy also looks really good as well.
Massage both of your arms, calves, or thighs at the same time. Oh yeah, it's fits like a glove around the body.
Yeah, no, they're crazy.
I don't know what muscle is relaxing. It feels amazing. But the craziest one is they even have an acupressure head for your
That was my... Yeah, they're just crazy.
And they've even given us the vibration absorbing mat to place it on. Oh, that's actually the best one, yeah. Like this, after a long day of walking.
This is so annoying. Why did we get paired against these?
So, later in this video, let's find a nice Korean person to just give it all away to. It will be getting the package of a lifetime. Now, while I'm in the process of getting pampered, we might as well de-age myself too by adding the Medicube Pro into the mix. And of course, because it's Korea, they've only got a theme after a manga called Crayon Shinchan. So it starts with sticker sheets, then you got this, it looks like a nappy, but it's actually a hairband to keep the hair off your face. Then the themed cap that goes on top of your booster, followed by
Damn, that was terrible.
minifigure. Minifigure.
I could have easily got that. They are better than us.
The extent they go to with the theming is just unmatched. Now I thought, based on my extreme top 1% performance in that reaction test, that I could just run the product itself for free. But actually one is 1 day's worth of salmon egg extract serum with high purity salmon. Well, that's very nothing. It just smells flowery. That's level 1 of this thing that took me out in the store. But the goal now is level 5 on my face. This is just ridiculous. The blue-top secret themed, even the intensity slider is themed after this Crayon Shinchan manga. Don't like the way it says that. Oh god. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. Why did they do this to us? Why did they? I'm so annoyed. I know they're not even that. I know they're not smurfing though, but I'm even more annoyed though. Because like they're not smurfing, but like they had to go through this process and they're way too good.
Koreans are willing to do a lot for that.
We had no chance of beating them.
They gave me a 32 out of 100, and then I delivered a 7-step sleep regimen that would genuinely take me up to 30 minutes of my time per day.
Maybe it's
to execute. So you can completely see.
I'm so mad.
Massive in this country, and I would love to try and integrate it in my own life.
And now I have to do a 40-minute. So annoying.
10 minutes per day of high voltage voluntary electrocution for evening routines. Not going to be forever. So I massage and mildly charged. All I need now is some refreshment. So for our drink, is the bottler and that really weird speaker company doing that stuff. Things absolutely tiny. I like the Caribbean that onto it. And it's USB-C charging too. They made this thing so easy to just keep with you at all times. Is there a good bottler for that?
Right.
Kind of. The shape doesn't give you a massive amount of leverage. It's a speaker. Oh. Wow. Wait, that's amazing. I thought this would be so bad. It's like $15 made by a beer company. But wow, if Brewmaster can do that with a speaker this tiny, what are they going to do with that enormous suitcase? And now, like, each got a tofu toaster. The potential to beat the Bermuda toaster in its own game for a quarter of the price is very tantalizing. So here's my Bermuda, this is the Kahoot, and it's a little bit just from
I'm so mad.
So just like the Bermuda, they use this tiny, adorable little monster to add a bit of water to top here. With the Kahoot,
The thing is, we didn't even have a chance against them. They were crazy.
The idea being that the water was just placed.
And they just loaded in a normal diamond lobby. I know they're not smurfing. They probably are like diamond 3 or something, but it's super annoying.
Start.
You know, I even forfeited. I would have not forfeited even. They just corrected me. I would have waited one more goal.
So strange that this earphones equivalent Caltor is out here making earphones with a swappable case. It's kind of refreshing too. It means that people in this country are not afraid to love cute things. It's not seen as childlike. This is the second product competitive that connects up to a bag. There's a real thing here about people picking mascots and symbols as a way to broadcast their identity. So you swipe quicker on those things, so it's quicker than I thought it would be. Just not the most practical thing, because you might have to swipe multiple times to get to your earphones. Or the charging port. That's actually pretty unusual with that inside. And they sound pretty much exactly what you'd expect $20 earphones to sound like. Not great, but also not bad. So 6 out of 10 considering they were cheap. So the idea is you blindfold me and then you shove around toes so I can't cover the things. These are actually very good looking slices of toast. They've got that crispy outer shell, but also that bounce. That's how you know it's good inside. So we'll just butter the same parts of both slices. Good slice.
Maybe it's good enough. I don't know, to be honest.
It's got that magic. Okay. It's an important moment.
A bit high.
It's not quite as good. It's a little bit.
Maybe it's good enough.
Throughout.
Probably through
That's
the.
10. That's still very close.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna get some good. No! No! Seriously! Quarter of the price.
Close enough, I think.
That's toast I've ever eaten in my life. Texture so good you could eat it butterless. Which I guess
So good enough.
That makes it good. So far, I'm actually a little jealous.
What? Oh my gosh, maybe I can do a 12 out of 12.
But I'm curious if that translates to a completely different podcast.
Damn, actually shit, that could have been good enough. I don't know.
appears to be 2 bits. One, clearly, the aesthetic. It's got game on the elements.
It's definitely not perfect though, so I'll...
while still feeling
I
the
won't
wind
just
fly.
manually go back to 8.
It's like lighting the entire zone around the key you're pressing.
Close enough.
And then the second is the typing methods. Thanks to 2 extra silicon letters, one just below the keys and one at the base of the entire thing. Let's see it from this back plate. This should translate to wailing.
This is also 5 or
The
something.
only feel is the specific key that
Close enough.
Oh, yeah. I've always done keyboards. This is actually...
I don't know, maybe it's
ridiculous
the
nice to type on.
But it goes down so smooth. You feel the sudden actuation when you press each key down for an amount. It sounds so clean. I don't have much more to say apart from the fact that I want it. I'm going to find a way to import it. I accidentally bought the wired version because it's... AI scan for but they didn't know what I was going to. Maybe I'll say 9.5.
Good enough.
I'll admit, the breadcrumbs on the floor that are now starting to permeate my cells are really getting to me. But the reason that I put them there is to test the Dyson pencil that. It is so cool seeing a product completely engineered around Asian culture. Something that, at least based on what we were told, might struggle in the US because of all the carpet that needs more suction and a bigger storage container. And whoa. Incredible. It's so straight and it's so believable. It just feels like an extension of my arm. This is like my new superpower. Obviously, this is not the most difficult thing you can give to a vacuum cleaner, but nothing about the suction power feels any less than much bigger vacuums I've tested before. Oh, and it fits so smoothly underneath cabinets, and if you have filters, I love the LEDs too, they're on both sides.
What am I doing?
It's the dirt, everything on.
Okay.
So it's compressing it into the top by taking out as much of the air inside as possible. I mean, there's absolutely a limit to how much you're going to be able to fit into this chamber, but it's cool to see him using tech to try and maximize what is there. The only problem, and you kind of saw this coming, is the battery. Because while it is cool that it's counting down in seconds how long it has left, it's not great that that time is 20 minutes when I've only been using it for 5. And apparently you kind of shoot the contents of this container into a trap.
Too loose, too low.
Whoa.
Low.
It means there's like a 0% chance that you actually physically come into contact with it. Although caveat, the container isn't as emptied as it would be on a traditional vacuum cleaner. And then it's all finished off with a dock.
Right.
It's magnetic. I love this. I mean, 25 minutes battery is at least a third less than what you get on a traditional vacuum cleaner. It's a good 25 minutes. It's so movable that you could probably get more done in that time. We've waited long enough. I think it's time to find out what is going on with the suits. Oh. Yes. Okay. Oh. Oh. Big. So it kind of doubles as a suitcase.
Good enough.
It looks enough like an explosive. Nervous to turn this thing on. Feels like you could pilot a World War II aircraft. Pretty music is so catchy. That doesn't sound good at all. Oh, that's such a bummer. I mean, we can cut the company slack. They literally made 1 unit of this. It's been sitting on the store shelf for so long that it's probably 30% dust at this point. And there's someone's sat on the speaker codes. How was it still in the store? But some part of me did think we'd done something special. I kind of need a quick win right now. Cheer me up.
Good.
Time has come for the lucky box. So I spent $67 on this. Let's see what we end up getting. Gotta say, there's something really funny to me about the idea of gambling on which shitty you get.
It's crazy though that this country used to kill people based on playing rock music.
Honey, why don't you shave your neck anymore?
They used to, weirdly. I think I heard about
this. Shavers with winter, and they range from $80 value all the way to a $250 value. So I guess in theory we can't lose. It's definitely not one of the best ones. It's a 5 series. $100. Can I still shave my neck? Yes. Did I have a fun 2 minutes? Absolutely. Should I have just waited for a sale and bought the model I wanted? Yeah.
Probably should have. I wasn't mentally prepared for that else like this after such a strong start. Really do its relaxation like that. Thankfully, before we give it away to someone, these last few products should be able to give you that. So this is the LG Movement Cinema and Mood Lighting. All in one.
Yeah, then that's
So this is the mood lighting.
I think
Right.
the better. Okay, so you do get the colours, and I guess the idea is to cast it against a wall more like this. That's such a tragedy, isn't it? And what I didn't realise is you can't even use this terrible mood lighting when you're using the projector. I mean, I get the idea of having this projector when you need it, and then when you don't need it, it kind of folds up to become a somewhat aesthetic room prop. But I really rather have a proper smart lamp in there.
There's some nice settings here, I've got to admit. This entire
a
circuit
bit too high. Actually, no,
and it's got a nice fantastic touch control.
Oh, hi.
I think the maneuver.
I don't care about that, man.
You don't even pick it up, put it somewhere else. I like that you tilt it and it's
Right.
here because it's got the AutoC correction. So it means that within a second of you having rotated it, the picture has adjusted. It's changed the resolution, it's bright enough that it's sitting in the dark, look great, and the speakers are pretty funky. Finish off by that, you can also just directly connect to them as a Bluetooth speaker. So I would say, forget that you'd like to even exist, but as a projector, 7.5 out of 10.
It's just expensive.
Alright, so that didn't exactly take my mind to the ethereal plane, but maybe the CP-Sol Plus will. This is cranial electrotherapy stimulation to force you to relax. And there is a very important reason why this exists in Britain. The big CSAT exam that every student has to sit getting to university is crazy. We were in the country the day it was happening, and no flights were allowed to land during a certain portion of it. Every office was closed in the morning so that kids could get to the exam on time. And the kids, their entire job that day seemed to be just
Maybe that's
people who are late off the biggest exam. So you can imagine students, the stress levels must be through the roof. So you're meant to put the CP-Sol on for 30 minutes, 2 times a day to feel the full effect. So between this and my skincare routine, I don't have time for it. And I have actually been testing it over the last few days. Here's what happened to the first time I got it on.
Ow!
Oh, damn, if I had that in the middle, that would have definitely worked.
Menus of supposed benefits tend to trigger in your brain, like 50% more serotonin to boost your mood and 25% melatonin to improve sleep.
Maybe that's good enough. I don't think so, but I'll
for a specific outcome, like improved skin. This is actually to make you feel better.
Actually, I could have worked. That's definitely.
Bite through your nails off, not sure when the next shot is coming. Every time my eyes started involuntarily twitching, which is just still very alarming. It's like you're getting overwritten by machinery.
So for me, 1 out of 10. Time to give it all away.
First step to recognizing you can have everything. And because there's no way that we carry all this stuff while angling the camera, I'm using the Insta360 X5 our sponsor, which captures all angles.
I remember my teacher in school saying that there's too many vacations, but yet she was out half of the time during vacation.
Actually, it was been shopping for like a week to try and find the best things in Korea.
During like normal days, not during vacation. Well, that also might seem fine, but no, she wasn't even out half of the times during non-vacation.
Because this camera shows both flat files and the 360. Weird, this invisible selfie stick having magically disappeared. Making it look like a floating drone shot. Yeah, absolutely. And if you use the link in the description, it is 15% off plus a free user selfie stick. Take care. Bye-bye.
Make no mistake, this is blatant transphobia. Joey is purposely misgendering and leading a witch hunt against a trans woman because it's making him culturally relevant again. Update, he's banned from all gyms. So this is a person right here. I took a ton of naughty photos at the gym today. I have my ankle straps on, my bare feet are sweaty and dirty, and I totally forgot to tuck in my bulge in the open. Oops.
Just a quick update this video from the other day. This person is filming porn in the women's locker room, playing with themselves, grabbing their bulge, as well as filming OF content out on the gym floor. I followed this gym. I also talked to somebody that works.
Maybe that was good.
absolutely
convince
fixed.
me that this person has been banned.
Thank God.
This type of content has no place in gyms or any shared public space. So if you see this, report it. Get them banned from every gym.
Joey Swole is getting a lot of hate by people because he's basically calling them out and holding them accountable. Subhuman scum, Joey is an absolutely worthless individual. Man, the pedophiles found this post. Let's look at this person's profile and see who this is. So we have she is.
Okay.
By the way, this schizo was also sending death threats to Joey and was quickly suspended.
She gendered her correctly in its first video and then does the transphobic grip 4 days late. Cis women do this literally all the time, and why are you on her OnlyFans? The ginger tea girl you see on the internet, I don't think these people realize how much damage they're doing to their own cause by defending very obvious bad behavior like this. People are going to think that you agree with it and you're okay with it. Like, there is no fucking need to misgender her and be transphobic towards her on here.
Playing with themselves, grabbing their balls.
And this is what's funny is that let's not talk about the actual problem of this person recording pornography in a bathroom they shouldn't even be in. Let's complain about the fact that he didn't use the right pronouns. Leading a harassment campaign is for someone to take private photos in the gym where no one can see if they're pathetic. Again, these are people that will defend any time that a trans does something like this, they will defend it regardless. This is a cult for them. CEO of Gym Positivity talking about trans women. I am Adolf Hitler. Oh my God! So she should be registered sex offender? I think you're right. Would I take somebody going into the women's bathroom as a biological male to report pornography of yourself? Would I put that person on a sex offender list without a second of hesitation? This is sick, deranged behavior, and nobody should be putting up with it.
Bro. Good enough, but pretty low. Too low. Good enough. Right. Two dudes. Good enough. Wait, damn, I really finished all of that content already? What, there's still 20 more minutes? This is why I hate losing, because I force myself to do a lot of practice. Oh. Did I watch this? Okay, whatever. Well, yes, fucking cock. I'm a fucking.
And they were having protests. And I said, oh my God, it's going to be like protest. You know, and this is terrible. 12 people and hostages and all of this and everything. And I started seeing signs against Israel. And I thought, my God, this is... Wait, hang on a second. It's Israeli Jewish people that got killed. But what I'm seeing are all these signs and all these declarations that, you know, it's now we need to finish this off. I'm like, wait, by any means necessary. Whoa. This is in New York. Wait, hang on a second. Does that mean massacre? Wait, do you know what's playing at that time? I know these dudes, they're like students out here. The vast majority of people you see here don't have the slightest idea what this conflict is about. Can you say that a little bit differently? The vast majority of people sitting in this room really don't understand this conflict very well.
This professor stuns anti-Israelism. I'm talking about your street design experience. If you want to be a street design experience, just like me, and get the shirt down below, description travel.com. It's holiday season, you should get your shirt. Let's just take a look at this insane clip.
We're going to talk about the conflict in Israel and Palestine. So, I've been struck.
Oh no!
I've been struck by the amount of extremism in people's ideas. And I'm normally a person who sees. I'm very optimistic. I'm very realistic as well. But I'm watching the conversations unfold, and I'm watching the conversations about Israel, Palestine, West Bank, Gaza, in particular, a conflict that is so deeply rooted, and it's a conflict that people have a very difficult time stepping outside of. First off, you need, so here's Israel right here. Okay? And Palestine. Israel, Palestine. Right? You're like way out there in the Mediterranean. Yeah, not really. Just so you kind of get, because I know a lot of people don't have any understanding of this land. And can you go to the next slide? The state of Israel is created in 1948. And after World War II, it comes to be in 1948. So understand. First off, understand.
Maybe it's too. I'll say it is.
Everything that I say in the next 2 minutes, there have been thousands of books written about, and everybody's going to say, you should have said this, you should have said that. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, because I just want to give you some sense of what we're talking about, and we don't have any more time than 2 minutes. So, people have always lived in this land that we now call Israel. We can argue about was it ever called Palestine? Was it always called Israel? Did God give a covenant to the Jewish people of Israel? We're not going to argue about any of that. 1948, many new people, after World War II, many new immigrants started arriving in Israel. Many Jewish people. It didn't start in 1945, right after World War II. But it did start in 1948. But people are going in and out of Jews have always been in Israel. The state of Israel is created, and now we've got to figure out what to do. In 1967, there was a decision made that we would make borders. And the borders we would have to put Gaza here, this would be a Palestinian land, territory, and the West Bank. In Israel would be an international space in 1967.
Oh, wow.
And Golan Heights was moved over, was given back to Syria.
And not even it.
So here we have, this is Israel, this is the land that is mostly, Youssef was saying, mentioned the West Bank is his family, that's where his father's from. This is where he laid here. The war in Gaza, the most recent war is happening right here. Okay? So there are Palestinians in Israel proper. 25% of Israel is part right in here, lighter part Palestinian. So the Palestinian Israelis, or Arab Israelis, and there are Jewish people in the West Bank. And they're generally called settlers. They moved to the West Bank. Some of them are left the West Bank. They've been in the West Bank for many generations. Okay? So this is the conversation that we're going to have. I'll make a case for why we should listen to Jessica and the Jewish people. Go to the first slide. So this is actually a photo of on the anniversary of the October 7th killings. Killings. 1,200 people died in Israel. They weren't all Jewish, by the way, but the vast majority were, and they were killed by fighters from Hamas. And 1,200 people, 1,200 innocent. And now mind you, so you watch this, right? I'm really talking right here. I was in Paris when this happened. And I just arrived in Paris. And I heard about this massacre and how many people they thought had died. And I went to the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, I had some time, and I went down to the Eiffel Tower. And they were having protests. And I said, oh my God, it's going to be like protests. You know, this is terrible. 1,200 people and hostages and all over the news and everything. And I started seeing signs against Israel. And I thought, my God, this is, hang on a second, it's Israeli Jewish people that got killed. But what I'm seeing are all these signs and all these declarations that, you know, it's now or never, we need to, finish this off, we need to, whatever means necessary, we need to, support the Palestinian rights. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait, Palestinians just did this horrible killing. So I think, what if that happened? What if Mexicans came over to the United States and killed 1,200 people in Texas, or Arizona, or wherever, Canadians and Michigan. And then, so I see, these are all human beings. These are children and grandparents. Okay, so we go to the next slide. And I start seeing all these protests over the past couple of years. I'm like, wait, by any means necessary. Whoa. This is in New York. Wait, hang on a second. By any means necessary. Hang on. Wait. Does that mean massacre? We gotta support Jewish rights. Palestinian rights. We need to find a way to get land back to Palestinians. Does that mean massacre? More wait, do you know what I'm saying at that time? I'm looking at people, and I'm looking at all these people who I'm not even sure they have any idea at all about what this conflict is. And so I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, all these pro-Palestinian protests with these protesters who are...
Too right, anyway. Even though that was very middle.
I don't see a sign right there that says
Too left.
but essentially that's what's being said. And I'm like...
So that might have been good.
That's essentially what's the idea. Here. Hang on. In my mind... No, hang on. You got found, right? So in my mind, I'm telling you, in my mind, this is essentially saying, there's nothing else to say, but we support Hamas. That's how I'm reading this. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, okay, go to the next one. And then I think, my God, man, this is the long history of anti-Semitism, right? This is a Charlottesville protest. And I'm like, wait, hang on a second. Yo, y'all you understand what Nazis is? Like, people just pull a Nazi flag. You know what that is? That was the attempt to eliminate every Jewish person from Earth, basically. Turn them into tiny specks of dust and hurt them all. And then I think about people like, or all these current anti-Jewish people that are coming out of the woodwork now, like this Fuentes guy. Man, Jews are behind it all. If I'm Jewish, I'm really scared. Like I'm like, you're not allowed to shake your head.
She is.
Oh, you are?
She is.
That's how I know. The issue is, if I'm just telling you, if I'm Jewish, I'm really scared. Because I'm like, we just had the most extensive genocide. I mean, the attempt, like millions of people, like, and now you got people talking about the Holocaust. Yeah, the Holocaust, and like, oh man, and how is it that?
Why is he always interrupting? It's so annoying.
I'm scared. That's all. I'm scared. Okay. How can I not be scared? When I go back to the slide that I had, where I showed the protesters, and I'm like, look, man, when I see that,
לא. ניקח אחר כך. לא צריך בקרוב. אוקיי, היא לא מחכה. היא תמיד נראית משועממת. אבל אם היא משועממת תמיד, אז למה זה משנה מתי לוקחים אותה?
אבל אמרתי לך, היא קמה בבוקר, היא רוצה לעשות דברים, היא רוצה גם לצאת.
אבל היא רוצה תמיד לצאת.
לא, בלילה היא פחות רוצה,
לא, היא גם רוצה
אבל זה כמו
בלילה.
שאתה קם בבוקר, אתה רוצה לעשות מה שאתה אוהב, נכון?
לא, זה לא אומר שהיא רוצה רק בבוקר.
לא. נהנית גם לאכול ולראות קצת, והיא רוצה לצאת, לא רוצה ממש לא.
There's no sign saying like, hey, we should go slaughter Jews.
Actually, it says ceasefire. It says to stop.
Yeah, but that's one. But you got other people in front carrying that other sign, and that's a message. Do you see how that would hurt? That would be like, shit, man. By any means,
Can you say, when you're looking at that image, this is really important. What are you seeing and how are you processing it? You already started saying, I see ceasefire, so that's like, that stands out to you, right? That's not standing out to Jessica.
Well, I've said this before, but like that picture terrifies me. I do see the ceasefire sign, but that's not what's standing up to me by looking at that immediately. Hamas comes to my head immediately when I see that, even if it's not a sign. I see anti-Semitism. I see trying to take our country away.
I think she sees the attack that happened in the Middle East as an attack to her and all of the people in America, which is what, it's not what it is. It's attacking against the ideology of Zionism, the colonialism that's happening in the West and the taking over of the country.
So you've seen it in a way narrow way, a very specific, strategic attack. That's what it is. What it is, it's just, but that's what you're seeing. That's the biggest truth here. That's how you see it. Wait, hang on, I'm sorry. But just, like it's really, like that's what you see, right? You're not speaking for someone else. You're saying, I see it. Like, this is not about Jews everywhere. This is about what's happening in Israel and Palestine. Okay. Not of course for you, because you see it very differently. Right?
Very differently.
It's confusing because to really take a step back and look
Good enough.
would take both sides. And I feel like normally both sides, you don't have to be a mathematician to take in numbers. You would see the lives lost on both sides, and you would see that there is a very large skew to one side. That one side
That doesn't matter though. Like it literally doesn't matter. Only one side started it. Of course they're gonna get killed.
It's very, the attack is very one-sided. It's very lopsided.
Right? That's not standing out to Jessica. But what else do you see?
I see people standing up for Israel. I see people who are fighting for a country that's been occupied for the last 7 years and have been under a genocide for the last two. I see.
They weren't under occupation though.
I understand why after the first couple months, maybe almost a year, like why she feels scared. But after the last 2 years, I have more information of how Israel put its citizens up to the side. the idea of saying with more information being released through since October 7th, there should be more reasons to see why you wouldn't see this as a Hamas but pro-Palestine thing. So you, it's not really that at all. And I really frustrated because I can't figure out that she condemns the genocide thing. She's failed to acknowledge it. Why don't you just
actually
ask her, what do you think is happening in the Gaza?
I'm aware that people are suffering and that, like, he showed, like, people's home. I don't think that's right. So to answer your question, suffering.
Okay. Like, I can look at the sun. I know these students are like students out there. The vast majority of people who see here don't have the slightest idea of what this conflict is about.
Can you say that a little bit differently?
The vast majority of people sitting in this room really don't understand this conflict very well. But they're young people, so they want to get involved. There's a movement, and the movement happens for rights. We haven't had a civil rights movement for very long. It's like, oh my God, we go support Palestinian rights. And so they go out and stand behind a sign, and they don't really even know what the sign is. They don't really understand even that term by any means necessary. Where it comes from, like,
Can I ask the same question back to him?
Yeah.
So, what do you think is happening in Israel right now since October 7th?
I think what's happening in Israel is in Israel the Palestinians attacking is an act of self-defense towards them getting their lands taken away. Even Israel, I mean, what's happening in Israel?
No, you asked about Palestine. That's the same question. What do you think is happening in Israel? I mean, it's your same question, just flipped.
I think Israel is under attack. I believe that they are being attacked, but I think that the attacks are targeted, unlike the attacks on Palestine.
What? That's the exact opposite of what you said. In Palestine, they're targeted. In Israel, they're definitely not targeted.
Military personnel, people who are in the IDF that serve in the military who know what they're signing up for, not people in humanitarian aid camps trying to get food to feed their families.
Okay. But under attack. Also, the one thing to keep in mind is Hamas and other members, Palestinians, said the attacks against Israel will never stop, and we will never, ever stop.
I got mixed feelings about this because I feel like even the professor, while we watched clips of his in the past, didn't do a great job on this one. You see that the plea from the Palestinian side always, well, look how many people have died, and that means we're the more. So hold on, when Gulf states were killing the Houthis in Yemen, were the Gulf states in the wrong, or the Houthis right because more Yemenis died?
Maybe there's way worse things, like, are the Nazis right when they killed when they more innocent dead people died?
That gives you more equivalency. Do Palestinians, and you see that the female professor there, the female leader, whoever's there, give this attempt, and I can see that she's trying to be neutral, but also of coddling the Palestinian guy, or the Arab guy, I don't know who he is, and trying to make his perspective seem a little bit more palatable. Sir, by any means necessary, right after doing October 7th, means another October 7th. It doesn't mean a protest, it doesn't mean peaceful, it means by any means. You know that, I know. We're not stupid. We know what it means. Okay? We know what it means. We all understand what the hell that means. We don't need to take guesses on what the fuck that means. We know exactly what it means. So, why are we playing this game of by any means necessary doesn't mean another October 7th? I would have more respect for you as a man if you came out openly and said, I believe, but here's the one point that I was thinking about, this poor Jessica girl who probably doesn't know all the facts. She's a girl, she's a Jewish girl who wants to be in the United States. The one thing that I thought about this video was, the Palestinian perspective is such a scam. they don't give us another option, right? Like we don't get options on Survivor. Their alternative
That might be.
is
That's
dead.
too low.
It's go home to where you came back from, which is not a thing because these people didn't like. I don't have a home to go back to in Iraq. It's not like you can go home. Palestinians who are part of that Arab ecosphere violently throughout most of Israel's citizens from their homes. Palestinians are to blame partly for that as well. Yes? So they bear responsibility for that. We're not going to get any reparations. So that's off the table. Can't go.
It's good enough, I think, but it's a bit too low, yeah.
Well, you signed up
Still a bit too low.
conscription. Everybody has to get it. Well, then just resist and go to jail. Okay. So the whole state of Israel resists going to the army. Israel no longer has an army. What are the Palestinians going to do? Are they going to peacefully walk to Israel and liberate the country peacefully? Or will they come in if there's no army and slaughter every single woman, child, man, elderly person, dog, cat?
Yeah, they will. I don't know if a dog cat, but yeah. Dog cat, I don't know. That's probably not.
This is what I always ask for.
Maybe it's good enough.
What are you actually suggesting? What is your true to God suggestion? What do you recommend we do? You don't want them to serve in the army. Okay, they don't serve in the army. You got your wish. Are you going to return the favor?
Oh! I did it! Oh my god.
What in the history of Palestine shown me in the past of you being able to do this peacefully? Have you ever shown me a
Silver.
I don't think so. And I think that proves the whole point. What they're actually condemning us to is death. They want us to die. They don't want us to live. And they're not really afraid to say it. They're kind of telling us open. They expect us to die. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next. Love you, love you. Goodbye.
There is no time like the holiday season, right, Jew? I meant Zion. Just love hot cocoa, the sleigh bells, how I forget Saint Netanyahu's little
Okay, we gotta win this.
Each person who says something about the Jews or Israel. Oh, what? You didn't give yourself $7,000? I'm sorry, I mean, that is today. Just get over travel.com, claim your $7,000 with a matching hat. Oh, yeah,
With a matching hat, damn it.
The government getting some major shirt. It quite really says that Israel paid $7,000. Rub it in your face while we're out of the losers feel warm at $7,000 with a matching hat. Come on, folks, it's holiday season. Grab some merch. Old Netanyahu is going to leave you a burnt jacket for your stock for not being proud of your $7,000.
The thing is, sadly, the majority of people who watch him are out of Israel, and it's actually a bit risky to use these merch. Use like these merchandises for in just wearing it in public.
Is he talking about himself? People from his audience move on to different people.
Oh, damn.
When that fucking happens, maybe some of them will come here. But ultimately,
nice. Damn, I'm playing really good. I hope I continue.
Is he being sarcastic about this? I'm happy to have that. Yeah, they can follow along. Just really start thinking about my rent-free and everything. Very sad to see you come to this. Yeah, as we go, we talk more times on his broadcast every single fucking day. Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, let's go the same. It's shown me for the last 2 weeks. Let's go. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Why? Asmund goes. How would this see it? Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Shouts out to the Asmund goes. I'm gonna be checking in with the Asmund goes. As always. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. You get pissed off. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. Asmund goes. So how the fuck is Asmund goes? Asmund goes. Asmund goes. This is all Asmund goes. How hard Asmund goes?
the lights Asmongold,
defending Asmongold fucking
for someone like
Asmongold, whether it be Asmongold, think about Asmongold, this is a great Asmongold, you give Asmongold too much attention in your platform around things. You give Asmongold's audience a fantastic opportunity to sit around and jerk off about how fucking dumb we are on the left. Because we are.
If you look at Asmongold's YouTube channel
versus
my
No.
YouTube channel, what I choose to actually cut
Bro, every time he talks, there's 2 seconds of silence every 2 words.
as the political commentary person on the platform now, bottom or not bottom, how much you talked about me, there's been major discussion.
Oh my god, bottom or not bottom, everything else, when I get it, you're down bad, things aren't going very well. You know what your analytics are, you know you've been losing followers like crazy ever since.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
We also doesn't care about you, doesn't care about we have to live in the filthy homes, marketing is this with yeah, it's marketing. You look at myself and go, oh, you're engaging with tremendous levels of luxury. Fucking luxury car, jewelry, luxury clothes, $3 million house, $4 million down. You're going a little farther, right?
Damn, that's crazy that it's him.
Let me think if Hassan's positions on things have changed. He used to say the word retard. I can't argue with retard. You're retarded. You're fucking retarded. And now he's in his virtue signal phase again where he's not saying it based off of kind of what his audience is saying. The problem Hassan has is that he lies to people and he does it so brazenly that people think that he's not worth trusting. If you want people to trust you and like you gotta stop lying to them. You're going to have people that are frustrated about that because they don't have that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered if you're completely failing at this whole money thing, or if maybe everyone else is just as confused as you are? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into 10 absolutely mind-blowing statistics about how the average person handles their finances, and I guarantee some of these numbers are going to make you feel a lot better about your situation, while others might be a serious wake-up call. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time analyzing financial data and figuring out why
Maybe this is actually a crazy level, and for some reason, I'm not that good
If you're
yet.
someone who actually wants to understand where you stand compared to everyone else, and maybe even get
I don't. Okay.
make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. These statistics end up surprising you as much as they surprise me. Before we jump into these jaw-dropping numbers, let me tell you why understanding these statistics isn't just about satisfying your curiosity. When you know what normal actually looks like when it comes to money, you can make much better decisions about your own financial future. It's like knowing the speed limit before you start driving. You need context to make smart choices. So let's start with our first shocking statistic. And this one comes straight from the world of Carbine, which is honestly where a lot of people's financial dreams go to die. More than one in
I think it's one word goal and then over.
actually underwater on loans. That means they owe more money on their current car than it's actually worth. We're talking about over 26% of trade-ins having negative equity, with the average amount being nearly $7,000 in the hole. Think about that for a second. These people are essentially paying money just to get rid of their car before they can even think about buying a new one. Here's what makes this even more ridiculous. Nearly one-third of these underwater trade-ins have between $5,000 and $10,000 in negative equity. So imagine walking into a dealership thinking you're going to trade in your car, only to discover that you need to write a check for $8,000 just to walk away from the vehicle you already own. It's like
Almost $7,000.
Yeah. This disaster is largely thanks to those extended car loans that seem so appealing when you're sitting in dealers' office. The ones where they convince you to stretch your payments out to 84 or even 96 months because it makes the monthly payments look more manageable. What they don't tell you is that you'll be paying on that car longer than most people keep their phones, and the car will be worth practically nothing.
Damn, I'm at my worst right now. 15 minutes.
Because car prices went
Wait.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, I need a restart. I think that's how it works.
Overpriced vehicles, long-term loans, creating the perfect recipe for financial disaster. Now let's move on to our second system, which involves something that's becoming more popular every day and is quietly destroying people's financial discipline. The average person using buy now, pay later services carries a balance of over $700. Now, if you're not familiar with buy now, pay later, it's that tempting little option that pops up when you're shopping online, telling you that you can split your purchase in easy installments instead of paying for everything up front. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. Here's the kicker. Over 24% of people using these services have made late payments, and nearly 40% of Americans who do buy now, pay later actually end up regretting it afterward. But wait, it gets better. The people using these services the most aren't broke college students or people struggling to make ends meet. It's actually high-income earners making between $100,000 and $150,000 per year. Think about that for a moment. People who are earning six figures are still using payment plans to buy things they could easily afford to pay for outright. It's like watching someone making $100,000 a year put a coffee on layaway. This tells us something pretty important about human psychology and money. Having more income doesn't automatically make you better with money.
That was, I guess, pretty annoying. That was pretty, I don't know how to say it, ethnicist, or not nationalist. Like, okay, that's the difference. Anti-Israel, but like anti, yeah. That was pretty anti-Israel. He just like said fuck Israel and then left. I think he thinks he accomplished something there. I mean, sure. But the thing is, we would have lost anyways, so I don't care. So he didn't really actually. He was pretty bad and we would have lost anyways.
You'll make about $20 a year. $20. That's not even enough to buy lunch at most places. But if you move that same money to a high-yield savings account earning 3.5%, you'd make $175 for literally doing nothing.
It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so cool.
That's enough extra money to buy those.
Oh, whatever, I don't care. It's all that's what I'm saying is gonna give him a 10. I don't really care that much, to be honest. Like, I do care, but, like, whatever. I'll ignore it, doesn't matter, it's just weird and dumb.
It seems like too much work. Now here's a statistic that's gonna make you either feel really good about yourself or really
that's tough, right? That's very bad. It's really good in a real game, though. Maybe that's good in
We're talking about more than half the country being one car repair or medical bill away from financial stress. When faced with an unexpected expense,
I think that's actually the first time that's happened. The other time, it's like fuck Israel or not exactly, but I remember it, but they didn't quit the match because that's an even weirder thing. It's just a very weird thing.
Three generations, Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen X, about 1/3 of emergency savings without enough to cover 3 months of expenses. This means that the majority of working Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, regardless of how much money they make. They might have nice cars, trendy clothes, and the latest gadgets, but when something unexpected happens, they're completely unprepared. It's like building a house without a foundation. Everything looks great for the first storm. Speaking of bank accounts, our fifth statistic reveals exactly how much money people actually have sitting in their checking and savings accounts. The median bank account balance in America is around $8,000. Now, before you start feeling too good or too bad about that number, remember that this varies dramatically based on how much money.
The thing is, even Platinum 3 isn't that bad, so I shouldn't be mad at being Diamond 1. Which I'm not, I used to be, but I'm not. Even though I still want to be Diamond 2.
And only have $8,000 to your name.
2 games ago I became Diamond.
About your financial trajectory.
What's interesting is how income affects these numbers. People earning over $150,000 per year have a median bank balance nearly $34,000, while people in lower income brackets have significantly.
You know what I kind of deserve, but being Diamond 1. It's probably according to my actual rating. I don't know. I couldn't win that game, yeah, so maybe. But the other game I lost, sure, it wasn't. I shouldn't have lost, but. Like, no, I should have lost, but they shouldn't have gone against me. They're definitely not Diamonds. But they're not smurfing either, they're just like probably qualifying. But yeah. If I couldn't win that much, it probably means maybe this is this is also a rating I can be in. That kind of also defines me as well as Diamond.
Here's what happens.
I hope Platinum 3 doesn't.
Decide to roll their 401k into an IRA, which sounds like a responsible adult thing to do. They transfer the money, pat themselves on the back for being financially savvy, and then completely forget that they actually need to invest that money into things. So there it sits, earning practically nothing while inflation slowly turns their retirement dreams into
practically nothing.
The really painful part is when people discover
isn't it nothing? Wait, you get like an APY?
Into an IRA for 5 years.
I didn't know that.
You're investing in the stock market, only to find out you've basically been.
You said practically nothing, not nothing, so it makes sense.
That's $25,000 that should have been growing, but instead just sat there like a lazy teenager refusing to get a job. Even worse, when you roll money from a 401k to an IRA, your investments often get converted back to cash automatically. So you might have been perfectly invested in an S&P 500 fund at your old job, but when that money moves to your new IRA, it just becomes trafficking. Like the brokerage firms don't automatically invest it for you.
No, it costs a lot to lose.
This brings us to our 7th statistic, which is actually good news if you're taking advantage of it. The stock market doubles approximately every year, despite all the drama, the crashes, the recessions, the panics, and the endless stream of financial news designed to make you think the world is ending. The market has consistently delivered wealth to those who
even though I relatively have less.
But here's the catch.
Actually, no. I still had a lot.
1930.
I had a lot when the peak of like the AI bubble was going. I think they might be right, but the thing is, I don't think it's happening right now. AI is still currently getting better and better. Quickly.
It's like riding a roller coaster,
and I think in the future it'll definitely, or no, I don't know if it'll definitely. And like there's also theories it couldn't happen at all, or maybe it'll be minor. The thing is, people can say it happened and it's minor, but I think it'll still, it's not, the AI thing isn't done yet. And it might be less than a bubble, but it's gonna be a decrease still.
Which days will be the best. They often happen right after some of the worst days, when everything looks terrible and people are convinced the world is ending. So the strategy that actually works is the most boring one possible. Just keep investing consistently, don't try to be clever about timing. Our 8th statistic hits close to home for anyone who's ever dreamed of owning property. The median age for buying a first home is now 38 years old. Back in 1991, that number was 28. So in just 3 decades, homeownership has been pushed back by almost 10 years. It's like the American dream decided to take a really long lunch break. This shift isn't
might be good enough. It's very hard to tell there, to be honest. I think maybe all of those shots are bad, but I'll allow them because it's hard to tell otherwise.
According to recent data, the typical home buyer needs to earn over $112,000 per year to afford the median price home. That's about $25,000 more than the typical household actually makes. So we have an entire generation of people watching house prices rise faster than their salaries, like trying to catch a bus that keeps speeding up every time you get close to it. Many people are doing the math and realizing that renting and investing the difference might actually make more financial sense than to buy an overpriced house. The funny thing is that previous generations keep asking why young people don't just buy houses like they did.
Well, let me just eat food because I want to say something to my parents anyway. See, this is nothing. It's scratched nothing. It's so annoying that I have to go through this. Well, it'll pay off in the long run, I hope. Bye, guys. Because I think it is paying off. Maybe not exactly, but like, my highest loss was like, my highest game loss was 4 streak, and I think my best game win streak was like 7, I think, which is really good. Or 6, no, 6. This is 4 and I got 6, yeah. Well, see you guys, I'll probably be back, but I'll have to go at 4, so I still think I'll be back. Bye, guys.